Hello. Hello. Is it going, beautiful people? I am getting a tarot reading today for the beginning of this month. We have April coming up and we have the Heindel Tarot. I love the stack. The eyes are so pretty, and eyes, as I say, are the windows into the soul. So I hope you're ready to peer deeply with me. We have question about how best to direct our energy beginning of this month. Maybe you have goals, things you've been trying to accomplish. So let's see how to direct our energies for this coming month. Okay. First card is the Six of Stones. So here is a card of groundedness and balance. The way I drew it, however, was reversed. So it's about not getting weighed down by expectations. The light here in the center is like holding on to that sense of optimism, the things that really fuel you, connecting to the meaning behind what you started in the first place. So the initial inception of the idea, like the cracks where the light gets through. So possible wounds that need healing. So if you're feeling bogged down, instead of interpreting it as a sense of failure and everything crashing down on you, all the burdens, all the expectations or responsibilities we be weighing and gathering, and in a sense everything we take on adds to our sense of, oh, this is another thing I have to deal with. So rather than buying into that story, finding that brilliant glimmer of something emerging on the horizon. It's also about not being overly rigid in mindset. Okay, tell us more about that. How to direct our energies for April. How to direct our energies for the coming month. All right, and we have here happiness. Only here I drew it reversed. So again, a sense of like there's so much that is attainable, in a sense that it's either lost or slipping away. So this could be about dwelling on regrets, things in the past that didn't work out, and the tendency to recast that story in our future. So whatever you failed in the past, to not project that into your future, to not repaint tomorrows with yesterday's stains of remorse. And the bubble is a sort of fragile sense of hope here. So just know that your sense of hope relies a lot on just having a little bit of optimism here. So as unattainable as that can feel in the face of past failures, what if we were to see this as what it is? A card simply reversed. So seeing that there is a possibility for happiness if we could turn the tides. Okay, so it gives us a little more clarity into our question. What do we need to face to unblock, or what tides do we need to turn for this coming month? Tell us more about that. Tell us more about these turning tides. Okay, so now we have the card of the Emperor. Sorry guys, this is not, it's not PG. He's a little, he's just standing here in the woods, and he's like, here I am, I'm ready for my close-up. It's a very proud man. It's a little bit entitled, perhaps. He's holding his scepter, he's holding his ball, he's got a diamond above his head. So I think this is we're getting a clearer picture from the third card. What we're dealing with right now is to unblock our real potential for happiness. We need to reimagine success. We need to rethink success and what it can look like, and allow for different narratives than we've been told. Maybe you've actually held on to this at your core. There's a part of you that's like, wait, I know what success looks like for me, but I've been trying to prove it on this other dimension. Not dimension, but like I've been trying to raise to this plateau, achieve a sense of social acceptance, achieve a sense of here I am, I've made it, I'm in the center of my world, and now no one can look down on me. Now no one can judge me or blame me like I did myself in the past for these failures, or like others did to me. No one can steal that happiness when I'm claiming it, and I'm claiming my true worth. Let's not get deceived, though, in illusions of worth. What makes worth? What constitutes worth? Is it really your social position? Is it really your wealth and entitlement, your class, your station? Or is this just another rung of a ladder that is trying to get us higher, but not really in touch with what is like higher in us? Does that make sense? Like your higher self. So it's like climbing high in order to avoid the question of how can I really elevate myself? How can I really reach another plateau within myself? Because I know that there's more awareness I can tap into. I know that there's a deeper sense of purpose that I can foster. I know that my happiness doesn't depend on money, position, flattery, acceptance. And yet we're all told that those are great things and we should want them and we should have them. So it's sort of like this card actually has a little clue here, this little star above this cup. It's like the highest thing we can fill our cup with is what is cosmic and infinite. And those things can't be bought, and those things can't be sold. So, keeping that in mind, we need to unblock this sense of I'm really attached to, I need to be seen as, I'm holding myself to this standard, which is maybe not who I really am. Like this man here, he's sort of claiming this sense of power. And it's interesting because he's in front of this tree, as if to say, I am the most important here. I'm putting myself first. I'm standing in front of this beautiful ancient tree. This tree has been here before this man, possibly for hundreds of years more, 1,000 years more. You can see the girth of the trunk is very strong. And it's not super tall. It doesn't need to be. It has a strong foundation. This tree is not going anywhere. And this guy, he's in a transient position because the more he tries to hold on to being at the top, the more he will sense the competition and the more he will feel like there's always someone higher up on the chain, higher on the ladder. So that sense of threat just will continue because he's engaging the world from his ego, and the ego only knows worth through domination. It only knows worth through asserting its importance. It only knows worth through validation, and these are fleeting things, so they continue to give us an elusive sense of worth. Instead of our worth being built up, our worth is continually being taken away. And here you can also think of the emperor has no clothes. You can see he's just standing here like, I'm wearing the finest suit, the finest furs, the finest velvets. How dare you question me? So yeah, the emperor has no clothes. And I think that's pretty clear. yeah, come back to the tree. The tree knows its place much more. It's much more rooted in this world than humans and people. So if you're confused about your place in life, your purpose, your happiness, your how to define success differently, go and listen to the trees. I know that sounds a little woo, but seriously, if you can spend some time walking in a natural place with no human interruptions, you'll start to remember what it's like to be a human, like actually, like without all the extra stuff we put on it. So coming back to our humanness, that's a noble goal for this